How many generators does it take to power a light bulb? The answer, just one. You see, any generator will power a light bulb, but if you want to power more than that, you might need to consider a few things. So that really is the sort of question you have to ask yourself before you go out looking for a generator. What do I want to power and for how long? If all you want to do is power a few lights, something small like this 650 watt 2-stroke model will do just fine. If you want to power a large campsite though, you might need something with a bit more grunt. Something like this 1600 watt 4-stroke model is going to get the job done. Now the best way to work out what size and type of generator you'll need is to decide exactly what appliances you want to power simultaneously and add up the individual wattage of each. Now if you don't have the manual for an appliance, don't worry, you'll find a general guide on the Supercheap Auto website or via this handy brochure in store. Now, any appliance with a motor, like a fridge for example, is going to take more power to start than to run, and that's referred to as surge wattage. For example, we might find that an appliance is rated as 700 watts running wattage, but then 1000 watts surge wattage. Now each generator will specify the amount of power available in this scenario. Other things you might need to consider are noise, an important consideration no matter where the generator will be used. A handy tip is to remember that the average neighbourhood street is around 70 decibels. Portability. It's no good having a great big generator if you need to move it frequently and can't. How many hours will you get out of a tank of fuel? And therefore, how much fuel will you need to carry? Now most generators will state an approximate runtime at a specified wattage. The number of power outlets you're going to need. Now the same rules apply to splitting power here as they do at home. Overloading is a big no-no. Finally, if you need to power sensitive electronic equipment like a computer, mobile phone for charging, or even a television, you'll need an inverter model like this one. Now, inverter models are typically quieter, making them ideal for campsites. Safety-wise, you want to try and plug appliances directly into the generator or use heavy-duty extension leads. And be careful not to overload the generator. Correct calculations in the buying process will help. Never run a generator indoors or where ventilation is poor, and make sure you always have a fire extinguisher handy. Accidents can happen, especially around fuel. And remember, I'm here to help.